What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing some work I've been wanting to do for a long time. I'm wanting to insulate these garage doors. See, we got that little air conditioner window unit there. It does pretty good, but when it gets up to around 100 degrees outside, it really struggles. I've even put fans up here. I got a fan over there, but I actually use this to work on RC cars out here in my garage. So I do YouTube too, so I do some recording out here. So I'm hoping by installing these insulation kits that not only will it help keep the garage cooler, I can also you know, deaden the sound a little bit. But it's made by Insulfoam, a Carlisle's company. It's engineered. I looked at buying just a whole sheet of this stuff and cutting it myself, but the price was actually going to be about the same, to be honest with you. And these is see them little cuts in there? They got them little cuts in there to help you get it in between the panels here. Now I'm gonna have to do some work on these doors because this is designed for just your average width door, and I didn't know till I started measuring. These are actually extra wide doors. They're like over 100, I want to say 124 inches, I can't remember. But first we're gonna clean them up, and then we're gonna start cutting some foam. Hang in there, baby. Okay, now that I got the lights turned on in here, maybe it'll help a little bit. But I got me an old t-shirt out of my old work clothes. A lot of people would buy shop rags, but once the armpits get pretty bad on my work shirts, I'll be sweating at work. Once they get pretty bad, I just go ahead and replace them, and I use my old ones to do stuff like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just clean these up the best I can. I probably won't get it all off, but you know, I don't want the exterior of these boards looking bad. So I just want to, you know, just kind of hit the high spots. Okay, now that we got that one door, we should have done both doors at one time, but repetitive motion, you know, is real bad for you. So that's my excuse for not being smart and doing both the doors at the same time. But anyway, gonna open this up. This is really light, but I was able to bring it home in the back of my pickup truck. Oh, sweet. I didn't realize this. That's a real glossy texture that you could actually clean. So I really like that. I didn't realize that was going to be in there. And see, it's got those lines, I guess, if you wanted to cut it. But the width of these things are the width of your normal panels on your garage. I think it's let's see, 20 1/4 inches, which I measured mine. That's what it was. So now we're just going to go ahead and take a measurement of the inside of the garage doors in between the separators. Yours will probably just have 2 long panels like that on each side. You won't have this middle section, and that's you know, most garage doors, regular size garage doors. When I bought this house, it just had extra large garage doors for some reason. But you know, with me having a big head, I might want to lean my head out the window while I'm pulling my car in. So this is a plus. So let me go ahead and get my tape measure, and we'll measure these doors. Okay, so basically what we're going to measure here, we're going to measure the inside. So this part I've already measured, and it's the same size as the foam boards. But we're going to have to measure the inside so we can get the right, and I'm gonna say it's 47 1/4. That's what we'll go with. And measure the top too. Measure the top and bottom, because to make sure your garage door is pretty square. You never know, you know, unless you've done it yourself, or your house might shift. There's no telling. But yeah, 47 1/4. So we'll start with this panel right here. Okay, I'm gonna admit, I'm not a carpenter. I think we measured 47 1/4. So what we will do Just measure out on this board 47 1/4, which is right, whoa, right about there. Measure it on both sides. 47 1/4. If you ain't got one of these, it's called a speed square. Get you a speed square. And basically with a speed square, it just lines up with the side. And you can make your mark all the way across, just like that. And line it up the same way on the other side. And I need a Sharpie because this ain't cutting it. And then just take it and meet it in the middle. In the instructions, the lady that was cutting this actually cut it with some kind of special saw. I'm gonna go get a hacksaw blade. If I can find just a regular hacksaw blade, not on a hacksaw, I think it would cut it. And whamma-lamma, I found a hacksaw blade. So let's see how this will work. Oh yeah. Just take your hacksaw blade and cut it. There you go. Now we'll see if it will fit and what we have to do to get it to go up in there. Let's just make it a little bit easier on ourselves. Let's just take this and just kind of bend it a little bit before we get started. Just give it a little bit of pliability. Loosen it up. All right. Can you see that? You can't even see that. I wasn't even showing that. So there you go. I put that one panel in. It wasn't that easy. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut another panel for the other side. And I'll show you how you do it. Okay, what you wanna do with this once you get it cut, just go ahead and try to, see it's got these little cuts in it. Just go ahead and try to bend it in a little bit. Them cuts are not all the way through. They're part of the way, see, just a little, I don't know if you can see that, just a little of the way through to give you that flexibility to get it in there. Now, don't break your stuff, but go ahead and prepare it for manipulation. I guess that's what you call it. Manipulation. I don't know if you got a fat uncle or cousin, well, I shouldn't say fat, weight challenge person, maybe you could set this down in a chair and let him sit on it. That might work, but I don't recommend it. All right, so we're gonna start it in there. You see we already got a little bean contour going on. Gonna get it going in there pretty good. Just like that right there. We're gonna slide it. Ow, that hurts my ears. Slide it in there. Just like that. Oh, it's gonna be pretty hard to do over here, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Cause this is pretty close. I might have to cut a little bit more off of it. We're gonna go ahead and try to get it. Take this a little bit out of the bottom here. Pretty close, pretty close. See, on the other side, I had a pocket on one side and a flat on the other. So it wasn't that hard, but right here, we're really gonna have to use our heads. And I think the best thing to do is to pull this. Oh, I broke a little bit of it. It's all right, we'll stay together. Pull this out. And try to get it to bend like this away. Get it to go. Probably gonna need the whole piece of it to get it to flex in there. There we go. Just like that. Get the whole shindig in there. Okay. Now, we'll start at the bottom. Work the bottom in, then beat the top in. There we go. Whew. That one I had to wrestle because it had 2 L channels on the inside. But these over here won't be no problem because I only got 1 L channel. This part right here just sits flush. I'm gonna go ahead and do the outsides same way I did them two. Now I'll come back and show you what it looks like, and we'll do the inside, which I believe the inside should be pretty easy because the L channels are, you know, flat. They don't have no L channels. It's flush. Let me show you one thing I just noticed. If you notice these ridges, they're cut in at the factory, but they're also cut at a slant. So where you get that L piece to go under, like right in here, put this side in first. In other words, put it in like that because you got more to work with. I believe that was the whole thinking behind this deal. It probably says in the instructions, but whoever reads those things. But I believe that's the whole thought behind the process. And this part right there might go in last. But let's see, where did I measure this? I think I measured this for this one. So it would actually go in this way. Just like that. All right. Get your bottom in there. Just like that. Now roll your top in there. And then flush. There you go. So now we're going to do the other 3 pieces and we'll be right back with you. Okay, let me go ahead and show you the best way to do this. So we got a pocket. This has got to go in on this side, and we got a pocket that's got to go in on the other side. So it's kind of hard to get it in to both sides, but what you want to do is hit it at the top like this right here, and then tap it at the bottom until it walks itself into that pocket. Keep moving it like that right there, up and down until you get it all the way in that pocket. And what you can do is go over here and look at the holes in this L channel and make sure they're all white, same color as this. That way you know you got it all the way in there. But just keep rocking it and just working it until you get it in there about all the way. Sometimes it's hard. You got these little hinge parts that it wants to hold up on. But once you get it like that, you want to pull it back out a little bit. And don't worry about if you break it a little bit, because it's going to seal right back once it gets in there. But this is the hard part. You have to really put a extreme, almost to the point of breaking, to get it in there. To get it to work. It is a job. And then you just keep working it. It takes a little bit of patience, but if you keep working it, it will go in there. See, it takes a little bit of work, but you want it to cover the maximum in there that you can. That way it'll fit. All right, so I've got it done. It wasn't that bad. Actually, it's gonna be worth it. I can already tell it's cooling off in here already. The sound is a whole lot deader. These doors won't make as much noise when the wind blows up next to them. You know, usually these doors, you just hear the metal and you can, you know. And, but it's real easy to do, not that bad. Down here, like on these screws, you can go ahead and take them loose and push them through, and then put your foam in there, and then take your screwdriver and knock your hole back in there, put your screws back in there. That'll help you a whole lot. And just keep working it, and as you go along, it will get easier because you'll know how to work it. But yeah, I say it's well worth it. I think it was a little bit over $100 to do both of these doors, because I only used 2 kits, but I also used the extra to go over my window unit over here, and it's helping a whole lot. So if you enjoyed this video, I'll leave a link in the description. I'll probably put a link up here to these 2 kits I used. They are affiliate links, and I get a small percentage if you use them to purchase some of this stuff. But I appreciate you watching this video, and I hope you have a good rest of your week. Thank you.